get your 200th episode bicentennial long tee this week. And I got to thank the designer, Alicia Cole, for a great design of the logo. Thank you, Alicia. Just in time for fall, it's at Castropolis.net. Look for the details. We don't take a lot of advertising money because we want to keep the message pure. We want to deliver it the way it should be delivered. So this is a fun way and a sporty way to support the podcast. And we just appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, man. 200 episodes. A lot of you have been here since the beginning. A lot of you have found us along the way, and we just appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Go to Castropolis.net and order your limited edition bicentennial shirt today. This is the G Podcast Daily.
Today is Friday, November 17th. It's Feel Good Friday. Yes, yes. And this is the G Podcast Daily. 5 minutes of news and knowledge to get you through your day. Let's get it.
Start the clock.
And on this day,
in 1978, 2 FBI agents testified before the House that the surveillance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was solely based on J. Edgar Hoover's hatred of civil rights leaders. In 1979, Jamaican-born Arthur Lewis, along with Theodore Schultz, were named the recipients of the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences for pioneering research into economic development, with particular consideration of the problems of developing countries. And in 1980, Howard University's WHMM-TV became the first Black-owned public broadcasting television station.
Here's news from UNN with Alexander Caden.
This is UNN, Urban Network News, national news and information for and about people of color. I'm Alexander Caden, along with Brooklyn Alexander. The mother of a 6-year-old black child accused of shooting his first-grade teacher in Newport News, Virginia in January was sentenced to 21 months in prison on federal charges. And what's being called a freak accident isn't sitting well with British hockey fans, and the black suspect has been arrested and charged with manslaughter for the death of a hockey player whose neck was cut by the black player's skate during a mid-game collision with the opposing player. The reason why race has come into play is because hockey fans in the UK quickly peppered the black player with racist insults and amplified calls for his arrest and criminal charges. That's despite the absence of any apparent harmful intent while competing in a sport in which violence and fistfights are written into the rule book. R. Kelly has filed a 28-page complaint in U.S. District Court in Chicago that dozens of Prison Bureau officials illegally accessed his prison records and shared information with the host of a celebrity gossip YouTube channel. According to data released by the U.S. Department of Education, America's Black and Latino students are at a disadvantage in nearly every measure of educational opportunity, with less access to advanced classes, counselors, and even certified teachers. You've been listening to UNN. For more national news and information for and about people of color, visit our website at myunn.net.
Episode 201, Rap Lyrics on Trial, is available now. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or go to Castropolis.net.
Your G clip of the day.
Joe Manchin, don't be confused by Joe Manchin, y'all. He's doing what he does. And there's some money involved.
Of course.
Joe Manchin. I tell people, they're like, well, he's not being a good Democrat. I said, look, that dude's got a Maserati and he's got a yacht. Joe Manchin is loyal to his pockets.
Listen to This is the G Podcast and subscribe. All links at Castropolis.net. It's Feel Good Friday.
The BJ Murphy Radio Show.
This is what I want to say about Keke Palmer, right? So they painted this guy as a maniac. He's insanely jealous, that, he's just out of control with jealousy.
He portrayed himself as that, but keep going.
Okay, so you remember a couple of months ago when she went to the Usher concert and she was scantily dressed in a pantsuit that exposed her backside, breasts all propped up, and Usher's face dancing around before the whole world.
At a Las Vegas show.
At a Las Vegas show. And I said to myself, wait a minute, something's not adding up. Because any woman that's in a domestic violence type relationship, knowing that if the man saw you doing something like that, he would just go crazy. I mean, if this man was insanely jealous, why would you incite him by doing that on stage with another man? And he crazy.
I mean, like, BJ, you're sympathizing with the abuser.
I'm just telling you, it doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make sense.
And BJ, you don't realize that basically what you're saying is that you don't believe Keke Palmer. You don't believe her characterization of him. That's what you're saying. Even though you have screenshots, even though you have evidence, even though he portrayed himself in that manner when he came out and verbally humiliated her.
He didn't verbally humiliate her.
He did verbally humiliate her.
He said,
when he commented on her attire.
Why is the mother of my child scantily dressed on stage with Usher?
The BJ Murphy Radio Show.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. This is the G Podcast Daily. News and knowledge to get you through your feel-good Friday, November 17th, 2023. And the Daily next week is taking a holiday break, so check out episode 202 of This is the G Podcast as you make your holiday travels. Don't forget to share the episode. Enjoy your day and enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday week.
You've been listening to This is the G Podcast. And This is the G Podcast is a production of the Castropolis Podcast Network. Thanks for listening.